I could. The fool flew all the way up here in a blizzard.
Harry, how about your banquet in New York?
Oh, I left right in the middle of it. As soon as I got Mary's telegram. Good idea, Ernie. A toast. To my big brother, George, the richest man in town.
That's a Christmas present from a very dear friend of mine.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
That's right. That's right.
Attaboy, Clarence.
My checkbook is red and greenbacks are dear. Bah humbug, chug-a-lug, one more eggnog. It's just 6 more days till the end of the year. Electronic toys sit waiting for 9 volts. So the kids play some cards and now they're watching TV. I unbutton my pants from all the cheese and the candy, but the turkey comes out of the oven at 3. Bah humbug, my plastic is maxed out. My checkbook is red and greenbacks are dear. Bah humbug, chug-a-lug, one more eggnog. It's just 6 more days till the end of the year. Now where is the check that we got from my parents, and the list that I made out of what came from home? Oh, they must be right there with all the torn wrapping paper. In the fire I started to chase out the gloom. Bah humbug, my plastic is maxed out. My checkbook is red and greenbacks are dear. Bah humbug, chug-a-lug, one more eggnog. It's just 6 more days to the end of the year. Well, there's always somebody that you have forgotten, and then they give you your present at work or at school. So you rush out and buy something they never needed, and then you wrap it and you send it and you feel like a fool. Bah humbug, my plastic is maxed out. My checkbook is red and greenbacks are dear. Bah humbug, chug-a-lug, one more eggnog. It's just 6 more days till the end of the year. Now back in the old days, they'd mark off the solstice. They saw longer days coming, an occasion for glee. Now we're all just glad to be done with the shopping. Take a few days vacation and tear down the tree. Bah humbug, plastic is maxed out. Checkbook is red and greenbacks are dear. Bah humbug, chug-a-lug, one more eggnog. It's just Thank you very much. Here's Sarah Peasall. Clap wildly right there. This is Sarah Peasall.
I could feel the Christmas spirit take a hold of me. I feel the Christmas spirit blowing in the air. There's lots of joy and happiness in the presents that we share. No other day can take its place throughout my memory. The world is celebrating with friends and family. To open up my presents underneath the Christmas tree, with holly in the window and the fireplace burning bright. The whole world is rejoicing on this Christmas night. I feel the Christmas spirit blowing in the air. There's lots of joy and happiness in the presents that we share. No other day can take its place throughout my memory. Celebrating with friends and family. The children dream of Santa with jingles on his sleigh. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer gladly leads the way. With joy they all are singing, I can hear them laugh and play. Can't you feel the Christmas spirit on this special day? Well, I feel the Christmas spirit blowing in the air. There's lots of joy and happiness in the presents that we share. No other day can take its place throughout my memory. The world is celebrating with friends and family. No other day can take its place throughout my memory. The world is celebrating with friends and family. Family, family.
Yes, sir. That was fun. Thank you. Now, here's a friend of mine. His name is Eddie Cooper. Good place to applaud right there, too. Thank you, Eddie.
When it's Christmas time, way down on Rocky Top, the snow begins to fall, and the ones we love come home from Rocky Top, ain't got no worries at all. 'Cause there's a big old moon shining down on Rocky Top. The fields are snowy white, and a bowl full of sugar-coated popcorn and candy is what we'll dream about tonight on Rocky Top. It's Christmas time on Rocky Top. There's magic everywhere when old Santa's in the air, and it's Christmas time on Rocky Top. Well, the pumpkin pie is filling up the kitchen with the scent of sugar and spice, and the porch lights on and everybody everybody's home. It's one big family tonight. And the tree's decked out and the stockings are hung. There's a fire burning warm and bright. There's a grin or a smile on everybody's face in the Tennessee hills tonight. On Rocky Top, it's Christmas time on Rocky Top. There's magic everywhere when old Santa's in the air, and it's Christmas time on Rocky Top. When it's dinner time and Mama says y'all come, we'll all join hands and pray. We'll thank the Lord for friends and family and for all His goodness today. On Rocky Top, it's Christmas time on Rocky Top. There's magic everywhere when old Santa's in the air, and it's Christmas time on Rocky Top. Yeah, there's magic everywhere when old Santa's in the air, and it's Christmas time on Rocky Top.
All right, that was Eddie Cooper. Thank you. Thank you, Eddie. Well, welcome. This is an interactive program. Let me just explain to you how this works. I say something like, well, welcome, and you all say, well, howdy works. I was thinking welcome, but hey, you say what you want. But we just invite you to have fun tonight. We're going to do our best to have a little fun. We want you to have fun with us. We want to welcome you to our event. I want to start out by saying that we're well aware of what has happened in Connecticut today, and we don't want you for 1 minute to think that our thoughts and our prayers are not with those people, because they are. And all my friends here on this stage join me, and I think as we all do with you, in hopefully those people will feel that our thoughts and our prayers are with them. We cannot explain those kind of things when they happen, and our crew tonight is not going to try to explain it. We're just going to join you in praying for those people, and praying that God would help us to know how we can cope with it ourselves and what we can do to help any of those people we may or may not come in contact with. That being said, we're going to do our best to help ease everybody's mind a little bit tonight. And as I explained, it's an interactive program. We are live streaming on the World Wide Web tonight, thanks to Jib Hunter and his film crew. Thank you, fellas. This is kind of interesting. You all try to behave. We won't, but you try. But so that being said, what that means is whether you're having a good time or not tonight, I want you to fake it. So we know of people in other countries that are watching tonight. I know of people in Arkansas, which is another country, who are watching tonight. By the way, hello to my old friend Danny Hancock, who I went to school with in Arkansas way back in the 70s. Danny, it's so nice to see you. Eddie's family from Missouri. I need to stop because I'll get in trouble now for not mentioning Blaine names. Hall's here too. Blaine Hall, nice to see you, Blaine. Anyway, thanks. Y'all have a good time. Feel free to clap. We don't care if you dance. This is the one time of year in this Baptist church anything goes if they give me the stage. So it's not exactly a free-for-all, but we want you to do what you want to do there and have fun. Okay, so the deal is we're having fun, right? And remember, it's interactive. So the deal is we're having fun, right? Okay. All right. If anybody asks you who I am, who I am, who I am, anybody asks you who I am, tell them I'm a child of God. Peace on earth, Mary rock the cradle, rock the cradle, rock the cradle. Peace on earth, Mary cradle the Christ child's born in glory. Rocks tonight in glory, in glory, in glory. Little cradle rocks tonight in glory. The Christ child's born in glory. If anybody asks you who I am, who I am, who I am. Anybody asks you who I am, tell them I'm a child of God. Tell them I'm a child of God. If anybody asks you who I am, who I am, who I am. Anybody asks you who I am, tell them I'm a child of God. Just tell them I'm a child of God. You can tell them I'm a child of God. Thank you very much. You having fun yet? All right. You let us know if you're not, and we'll try to fix it for you. I was serious. Y'all are laughing. Here's Paul Branlund. Everybody make Paul Branlund real welcome here. While Paul's coming up, let me introduce Shirley Vance, all the way from Texas, back here on the upright bass. My son sitting down, who now will stand for you. This is my son, Michael K. Jackson. He's also on the upright bass. Casey Morton, guitar, vocals. Sarah Peasall, band guitar later, vocals. C.J. Barrow on the drum. Eddie Cooper will be singing for you periodically. And we'll have some other surprises for you here shortly. Here's Paul Branlund, nice song called Christmas Time's Here.
Days are getting cold. It's warm inside our home. Family drawing near. Christmas time is here. So I'll say Merry Christmas. I wish peace to you. Hope for the hopeless. Dreams come true. And I'll pray for the laughter, sing through the tears, say Merry Christmas, all the world to hear. Smell of evergreen, So I'll say Merry Christmas, I wish peace to you, hope for the hopeless, dreams come true. And I'll pray for the laughter, sing through the tears, say Merry Christmas for all the world to hear. Let's lay our weapons down. When our walls disappear, Christmas time is here. So I'll say Merry Christmas, I wish peace to you, hope for the hopeless, dreams come true. And I'll pray for the laughter, sing through the tears, say Merry Christmas for all the world. I'll say Merry Christmas, I wish peace to you, hope for the hopeless, dreams come true. And I'll pray for the laughter, I'll sing through the tears, say Merry Christmas for all the world to hear.
Oh, hang on a minute. That's not right. Sarah Peasall's going to sing for you. I was reading the wrong page down there. That could be funny if you... Thank you. Make sure I'm in tune now. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Someone seems to have left the lights on in their car. It is a red car. Tag 152XVG. Robertson County. Is this serious? Downtown Nashville Nissan. I guess, I don't know. So if that's you, anybody get a car from downtown Nashville Nissan that's red, Robertson County, 152XVG, you left your lights on. Thank you. Thank you. Just a little service announcement. Thank you. Oh, I got one more thing. What do you call a snail on a ship? A snailer. I'll be here all night. Try the veal. Any of that extra? That's free.
This song is called I Need a Silent Night. watching 3 channels on their TV. Look at us now, rushing around trying to buy Christmas peace. I need a silent night, a holy night, to hear an angel's voice through the chaos and the noise. I need a midnight gleam, a little peace right here, to end this crazy day with a silent night. What was it like back there in Bethlehem, with peace on earth, goodwill toward men? I need a silent night, a holy night, to hear an angel's voice through the chaos and the noise. I need a midnight gleam, a little peace right here, to end this crazy day with a silent night. Oh, to end this crazy day with a silent night.
That was Sarah Peasall, y'all. Peasall, y'all. That kind of rhymed. That was free right there, too. Thank you very much.
That ain't the first time that's happened.
Give me that A chord. He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 It's a hard pound, don't you? I'll say some promise here. Sir from the bass guy. He's got Charlie Doris in his hands. He's got Charlie Doris in his hands. He's got Charlie Doris in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Casey Morton, one sentence right here. There you go, right there. In his hands, he's got Ryan Joyner. In his hands, he's got Ryan Joyner. In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands. Hey, there's my neighbors. Well, all right, you gotta sing the whole line now. Excuse me. Okay. This is Richard. Give Richard a hand. Richard lives right next door to me, and I tell him all the time, when gas goes down, I'm coming to see you. You gotta do the whole line. Are you ready? Hey, y'all get weak. Now sing the line, okay? Okay? There you go. Richard McPherson. In his hands, he's got Richard McPherson. In his hands, he's got Richard McPherson. In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands. Big thing. He's got the whole world in his hands. That was a little clip from our very first Acoustic Christmas in 2005. This is our 8th year, and I want to thank you all for being a part of it. And now Paul Branlund is going to come back up here and sing a song. It's called Mele Kaliki Maka, but we've had trouble with that this week, so we renamed it Malachi on Vacation in Hawaii. Now, Janie Bullard. Janie, are you in the audience?
She's standing up over there.
Janie Bullard sings with us every year, but she has bronchitis this week. We hate that you're not here. What I hate worse is that Paul has had to be you and Casey. It doesn't work for me, but We just want you to know with that we miss you. And now Paul is going to be you and him singing Malachi on Vacation in Hawaii. Oh, got a rosin up.
It's the first time I've ever sang with a saw, so.
Can we hear it one time? Make sure it's in tune. Yeah, it's there. Let's go. If y'all want to sing along with his saw, it just goes like this. You'll hear it. It may go that way. We'll see. Okay, Paul, have fun, would you?
Alakalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from a land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, the sun to shine by day and all the stars at night. Alakalikimaka is a wise way to say Merry Christmas to you. Alakalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from a land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, the sun to shine by day and all the stars at night. Alakalikimaka is a wise way to say a Merry Christmas to you. Say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from a land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright, the sun to shine by day and all the stars at night. Alakalikimaka is a wise way to say Merry Christmas, a very Merry Christmas, a very, very, very Merry Christmas to you.
Nothing says Merry Christmas like a trombone, a handsaw, and a Hawaiian song. Don't you think? I think that was kind of a home run right there. Oh, okay, interesting. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on a more serious note, and a song we like to do on Sunday mornings around here at our church, here's Casey Morton with Santa Looked a Lot Like Daddy. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, there will be no saw in this one. By the way, that was Hannah Morton on the trombone. Yeah. Oh, and I'm sorry, but I missed on when Paul sang Lila, his daughter, Lila Branlund. Yes. My apologies. You done? Sure. All right. Well, just real quick, since we're live streaming, Troy would like for me to say hi to his daughter Amber back in Texas, and please don't forget to take the dogs out, please. Wait a minute. What a mess it will be if you do. Here we go.
picture. Santa wasn't much too thin. He didn't come down the chimney, so Mama must have let him in. Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. Well, they thought that I was fast asleeping, thought that I was tucked in bed. They didn't think I'd come peeping, but that I'd hear what was said. Santa put his arms around Mama, Mama put her arms around him. Well, if Santa Claus ain't Daddy, I'm gonna tell on them. Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. It's not the way I had him pictured. Santa wasn't much too thin. He didn't come down the chimney, so Mama must have let him in. Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. Well, I didn't see Dancer or Prancer, I never heard the sleigh bells ring. I didn't see the red-nosed reindeer like they show on the TV screen. But he sure brought a lot of presents, so Santa Claus he must have been. Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. It's not the way I had him pictured. Santa wasn't much too thin. He didn't come down the chimney, so Mama must have let him in. Well, Santa looked a lot like Daddy, or Daddy looked a lot like him. Casey Morton on the guitar right there. And a little trombone, here we go. Ooh, for the trombone, yeah, yes. That's Sarah Peasall on that band guitar right there.
ahead. I don't care who you are. I stole that line right there. Yes. Where are we there? Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to interrupt things, surprise, surprise, for just a few minutes. I got some people I want to thank. I like to do this every year because so many people help. Are you enjoying the program? Yeah. Have a lot of people every year that kind of help work on this, put things together, and I like to just stop for a moment and acknowledge them. Excuse me. I've told these people up here before, I'm not a real emotional man. So I don't want people to think I don't really appreciate what you do. So I've brought my friends Reagan and Leah Penley up here to be my emotions for you, while I thank these people to show you just how much you really mean to me. Is that me? No, it's got to be a bass guy. It's always a bass guy. So anyway, let me run through these real quick. I just got some people I want to thank that help do things like the carolers outside. That's not a caroler, that's a harpist right there, but there's the carolers. Okay, look, let me explain one thing real quick. This is a very busy week for me to get all this ready, so I didn't have time to get people's actual pictures, so I just hopped on the internet and got some pictures, but I just kind of imagine, if you would. Anyway, thanks for, how about the carolers out front as you're coming in? Isn't that nice? See how much that means to me? The acoustic bells, how about the ladies with the hats out there serving the cider? I mean, wasn't that sweet? That was so sweet. That is very sweet. See how sweet that is. Anyway, every year there's getting to be more of those ladies, and they're eventually going to take over. They are headed up by E.J. Jones. Thank you, E.J., for doing that. The carolers were headed up by Bob Sanders. Thank you, Bob, wherever you are. Also need to thank the sound man out in the center of the room there. That is Jeff Lyon. Jeff really means a lot. Here, look. This is how much Jeff means to me. He's done a wonderful job. It's nice to have a sound man that cares. Thanks, Jeff. The guys back in the booth, actually, it's just a guy in the booth. That's Kevin Old. We had a little mix-up on lighting. Well, we didn't have a mix-up. I tore the lighting system up at this church Monday morning. So not only tore it up, but I cut the wires out of the controller. So you have to buy a new one now. You can thank me later, Jeff. Anyway, David Farrell was going to help out with that, but we didn't have a job for him. But it's okay, because all of them that are listed in the program paid $20 a piece to be in there, so. Sorry about your luck, Dave. Santa's helpers, how about those guys that came out in the hats and passed out all that stuff? Did all you kids get a Hot Wheel or something? If you didn't, see me afterwards and we'll hook you up. But thanks, guys. That means a lot to me, too. As you can tell by the girls' reactions here. And so, next, this set, the construction men. Let me just say this about it. You know, in years past, I have turned this stuff over on myself, almost killed myself. And it's kind of an ongoing fiasco because I try to rebuild it every year and make it different. But boy, what do you think this year? So thanks to those guys that helped me come in here on Monday morning, and you guys are really sweet. I made myself a note to remember somebody else. I can't find it. The harpist. Has the harpist been up here yet? Yeah. Carolyn Milam, who I introduced earlier. She had to leave early and go back. She came from Hopkinsville, Kentucky at no charge to me. She would not take anything. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Nobody else gets anything either. Oops. Anyway, out of the goodness of her heart, she came and played harp for you. What a wonderful thing. It was beautiful. In return, in the foyer or the church lobby office, whatever that room is beside the church office over there, there's a few cards of Carolyn's with her phone number. I understand she will come to weddings, funerals, all sorts of things. Okay, I'm not going to say that when I thought it, but okay, here we go. Now look, we come down to these goodie bags. At Acoustic Christmas every year, at the end of the program, Oh, yeah. At the end of the program, by the way, thanks to Becky Jenkins and her family for stuffing all these bags. What a load off. I sure appreciate that. Speaking of Jenkins, Mark Jenkins, Becky's husband, headed up the Santa's Helpers, so we need to thank him for that as well. Now, the goodie bags. Look, every year, this is a real sentimental thing for me because where I was growing up, and probably a good number of you grew up this way, at small country churches, they had a little Christmas play. At the end of the play, as you went out the back door, they gave you a little brown bag, a simple little brown bag. And it had in it an orange. What else? We don't give apples, we give oranges. But anyway, some of them did have apples, just orange slice, cream drop, peppermint, some hard candy. Well, we do that here because we want you to have something very simple to remember this night about. This is all about just a nice Christmassy feeling. So, and we invite you every year, when you get home with that little brown bag, to sit down in the floor with your family and just go through those simple little treats in there and talk about how interesting and neat that is. We ask you to do that every year. But to date, I have nobody that comes back to me and says, hey, Mike, we did that, and you were right, buddy. Nobody. So this year, I wanted to give you a visual to help you understand how that really works. And I asked my friends, Reagan and Leah, while we were performing the first half, to find us a couple of little kids, because who better than a couple of little kids to show you how to just enjoy something simple. Ask them to find those, and we're actually going to have them. Where are the little kids?
Yeah, we're the kids.
You're the kids.
Yeah.
But y'all are big.
Well, you see, we have good nutrition.
Yes. Okay, well, that explains your height. So there are no little kids.
No.
You didn't find any little kids.
No, we couldn't find them.
Okay. Well, look. Hey, look. Let me just tell you. I've known these girls since they were little bitty kids, and I want you to know they're the sweetest two little blonde-headed girls you could ever imagine. So, if you all don't mind, would you just look? Just take a couple of brown bags over there on that bed, and here's what I want you to do. I want you to pretend you've just gotten home from Acoustic Christmas, and you're in your house, and you're sitting down together, and you're sharing the simple treat of a bag. And just show us how that is. Just show us.
Wow. I just love these bags. It's Christmas in this bag. Let's look at what's inside.
What is in here? I'm so excited.
Oh,
We do not even know, y'all.
look at all this. Oh, goodies galore. Peppermint things.
Oh,
Yum.
peppermint.
So good.
One of the good ones.
Nuts.
I didn't get that one.
Oh, well, for you.
No, I got this one.
So nice.
Cream drops.
Yum. I
Yum,
didn't
yum,
get
yum,
one,
yum.
but I got a gumdrop.
Yeah.
The orange.
Wow, the orange slice.
These are my favorite out of the whole thing. They're just my favorite.
Smell it.
I know.
Oh, wait. Did you say they were your favorite? They're definitely my favorite.
Yeah, no, they're mine. They're my favorite.
They're my favorite.
Okay, well, I guess they're both our favorite.
Hard candy. Look at
Yum.
this. Yum.
Wrapped
yum.
for you. That's good.
Especially for you, a whole orange.
Oranges.
You know, my grandmother used to tell me stories about trying to get an orange for Christmas.
Yep.
This is all they got.
That's it.
This is the spirit of Christmas in a fruit right here.
Right here. And I don't even like them, but I get them every year.
I'll eat yours.
More hard candy.
You know, were you actually gonna eat this, or did you just kind of say, you kind of liked it, but?
I'm gonna eat it. I mean,
Really?
it's the best.
Well, it's my favorite.
Well, I'll actually trade you this orange I don't like for your orange slice.
Actually, I think the orange slice outweighs the orange.
No, I think this one weighs a little more.
I know. Since I'm older, how about I just take your orange slice?
Hey, I'm prettier, so beauty before age, so I think I should take it back.
Actually, it goes like age before beauty.
You know what? You're just mean.
You know what? You should just give me your orange slice.
I'll just take yours and mine.
No!
Hey! No! Give me the orange slice! Yours! Give it back! Hey! Give it!
it wasn't exactly what I had in mind, but so look, when you get home tonight, just do what you want with the little brown bag, but just understand it's a very simple treat, and sorry about that. Children, go where I send thee. Lordy, how will I send thee? Oh, I'm gonna send thee one by one, 'cause the one was a little bitty baby, born in Bethlehem. Children, go where I send thee. Lordy, how will I send thee? Oh, I'm gonna send it two by two, 'cause the two was a Paul and Silas. One was a little bitty baby, born in Bethlehem. Children, go where I send thee. Lordy, how will I send thee? Oh, I'm gonna send it three by three, 'cause the three was a Hebrew children. Two was a Paul and Silas. One was a little bitty baby, born in Bethlehem. Children, go where I send thee. Lordy, how will I send thee? Oh, I'm gonna send it four by four, 'cause the four was a four that stood at the door. Three was a Hebrew children. Two was a Paul and Silas. One was a little bitty baby, born in Bethlehem. All I can do is trill. Don't trill too. Sweet.
You know we have a song to sing.
Yeah. Children, go where I send thee. Lordy, how will I send thee? Oh, I'm gonna send it 10 by 10, 'cause the 10 was the 10 commandments. 9 was the 9 that stood in a line. 8 was the 8 that waited at the gate. 7 was the 7 that never got to heaven. 6 was the 6 that didn't get fixed. Oh, my Lord, come back alive. 4 was the 4 that stood at the door. 3 was the Hebrew children. 2 was the Paul and Silas. 1 was a little bitty baby, born in Bethlehem. In Bethlehem. Children born in Bethlehem. Thank you very much. Well, since we've got your imagination stirred up really good, this is the point in the program where Janie Bullard was going to sing a lovely song called Labor of Love. However, as we mentioned earlier, Janie is ill and can't sing. So this is where you really need to stir your imagination up, because Casey Morton is now going to be Janie Bullard. He's closer in height than Paul. That's about it. It's a very nice song, though. It's called Labor of Love. This is Casey Morton. Thank you. It's not too late, Janie. This is your last chance. You sure? I saw her in Walmart today, and I said, "Are you going to be able to come out today?" She said, I don't know if maybe I'll sing or something. Never mind.
It was not a silent night. There was dirt on the ground. You could hear a woman cry in the alleyways that night on the streets of Davidstown. And the stable was not clean, and the cobblestones were cold. Little Mary, full of grace, with the tears upon her face, had no mother's hand to hold. It was a labor of pain. It was a cold sky above. But for the girl on the ground in the dark, every beat of her beautiful heart, it was a labor of love. Noble Joseph at her side, calloused hands and weary eyes. There were no midwives to be found on the streets of Davidstown in the middle of the night. So he held her as he prayed. Shafts of moonlight on his face, but the baby in the womb, he was the maker of the moon. He was the author of the faith that can make the mountains move. It was a labor of pain. It was a cold sky above. For the girl on the ground in the dark, every beat of her beautiful heart, it was a labor of love. Little Mary, full of grace, with the tears upon her face, it was a labor of love. It was not a silent night on the streets of Davidstown. Having fun still? All right. Here comes Eddie Cooper, going to sing a song called Let It Be Christmas, and he's going to be joined by these lovely ladies. Let me introduce them to you. Okay. This is Bethany,
Raise your hand, Bethany. And Karis and Delana Hall. They are sisters. They are 3 of 61 kids that y'all have now. And also, let me introduce to you Mara Lamberth, right there. Jamie Tipton back here. Sammy Lynn Campbell. Lila Branlund over there. And Julia Peasall. And Emily Palmer. I'm sorry, you look so frightened there. They're going to join Eddie on a really nice song. It's called Let It Be Christmas. Ready?
Let it be Christmas everywhere, in the hearts of all people, both near and afar. Christmas everywhere. Feel the love of the season wherever you are, on a small country road lined with green mistletoe. Big city streets where 1,000 lights glow. Let it be Christmas everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let every heart sing, let every bell ring, a story of hope and joy and peace. Let it be Christmas everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let anger and fear and hate disappear. Let there be love that lasts through the year. And let it be Christmas, Christmas everywhere. Let it be Christmas everywhere, with the gold and the silver, the green and the red. Christmas everywhere, in the smiles of all children asleep in their beds, the eyes of young babies, their first fallen snow, elderly's memories that never grow old. Let it be Christmas everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let every heart sing, let every bell ring, the story of hope and joy and peace. And let it be Christmas everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let anger and fear and hate disappear. Let there be love that lasts through the year. And let it be Christmas, Christmas everywhere. Let it be Christmas everywhere, in the songs that we sing and the gifts that we bring. Christmas everywhere, in what this day means and what we believe, from the sandy white beaches where blue water rolls, snow-covered mountains with valleys below. Let it be Christmas everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let every heart sing, let every bell ring, a story of hope and joy and peace. And let it be Christmas everywhere. Let heavenly music fill the air. Let anger and fear and hate disappear. Let there be joy that lasts through the year. And let it be Christmas, Christmas everywhere. Christmas everywhere. Christmas everywhere.
Miss Dot Chesley. She used to sing with us every year. She's missed the last couple of years, but I wanted to pay her a little homage. Is that with an H? Or A-H, homage. But anyway, thanks, Dot, for all those fun years. This is a song called a reunion song. We'd like to do it for you. I guess it would be us, it wouldn't be somebody else, but born in a manger on a stable in Bethlehem. What a way to begin the incarnation of the great I Am. Placing Mary's little baby in the center of a universal plan that brings us all back together like birds of a feather, every boy, girl, woman, and man. Satan was right at his heels when he came to earth. He tried to stop him one way or another from the time of his birth. Just when he thought he had succeeded, something happened at the cross of Calvary that turned defeat into victory, restoring the family, the Father, the Savior, and me. Too many times we get discouraged, trying to fight a battle that we can't win. And too often I've found we tend to carry our burdens around, when Jesus said we gotta lay them all upon him. Heaven rejoices every time a lost child comes home. Don't you know there's a place in the kingdom for those who roam? So if you're looking for an answer, it was spoken long before the world began. It brings us all back together like birds of a feather, every boy, girl, woman, and man. Too many times we get discouraged, trying to fight a battle that we can't win. And too often I found we tend to carry our burdens around, when Jesus said we gotta lay them all upon him. Born in a manger in a stable in Bethlehem. What a way to begin the incarnation of the great I Am. Placing Mary's little baby in the center of a universal plan that brings us all back together like birds of a feather, every boy, girl, woman, and man. It brings us all back together like birds of a feather, every boy, girl, woman, and man. Thank you very much. Here's Casey Morton now as Casey Morton. Sorta.
I gotta take this off.
He doesn't know it, but that's my wife's robe.
No.
He didn't get mine, so you explain it to her. Here's a song called The King as the Babe Comes Down. This is Casey. It was just... It got hot very quick with that thing.
Oh no.
That's how the song starts.
Do you want to know what one snowman said to the other?
I would love to know what one's told me.
Do you smell carrots?
They're getting it slowly. It's just a trickle of laughter. Just keeps... That was comedy there, folks. Yep. A little comedy for you. So, how's your family?
I have another one.
Oh, feel free.
Do you want to hear the next one? 2 hats are on a hat rack. One looks at the other one and says, "You stay here, I'll go on ahead."
Hey, they got that a little quicker. They picked up on that one quicker.
Those are jokes courtesy of my brother Joseph.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Joseph.
He got his license yesterday, so y'all be careful.
I've got one too. A duck walks into a bar. No, just kidding. Better cut it off there. There was a story I was told, how a king in days of old would change the hearts of the meek and bold. The king as a babe comes down, and men would seek him on that day, bearing gifts and their homes to pay. The king who in a manger lay, the king as a babe comes down. A shining star for all to see, news that men can now be free, peace for all eternity. The king as a babe comes down. The slave with shackles on his feet, who toils hard in the cold and heat, victory is twice as sweet. The king as a babe comes down. To the weak in body, faint of heart, souls lost and torn apart, his light shines in the darkest dark. The king as a babe comes down. A shining star for all to see, news that men can now be free, peace for all eternity. The king as a babe comes down. Those who've cried, know your plea hasn't been denied. For you the stone was rolled aside. The king as a babe comes down. He comes to do his perfect will, comes to die on Calvary's hill, believe and find salvation still. The king as a babe comes down. A shining star for all to see, news that men can now be free, peace for all eternity. The king as a babe comes down. I've just got one more thing before I leave over here. We said this Wednesday night, but Some of you might not have been there. Troy wants everybody, all you Alabama Crimson Tide fans, to know he's a graduate of Texas A&M, and he figures that's all he's got to say right there.
I may win by 40, but we still beat you. I got that courtesy of Casey.
Such a nice bunch of friends I have. All right.
Hang on. I got one more.
Oh, hey, hang on. I'll just go. Yeah, go sit down. We got this. We're good. What does a Tennessee fan do when they beat Alabama in football? Turn off the PlayStation and go to bed. I got that one from Mike Witt, believe it or not. So. Who?
Mike Witt.
Mike Witt, Alabama fan. Are you guys through?
I guess, go ahead.
Okay.
It does say Jackson.
No, it's okay. It's fine. I love y'all, in spite of y'all. Would y'all like to hear those girls sing again?
Yeah. You're on the program.
Me too. Come on, girls. This is a song that all young people nowadays want to sing at Christmas. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. It's so entertaining every year to pick out an old song like this and present it to nice young children of this day and age that go, what? But they do a good job. And you'll back up just a little bit so your voice will carry. And sing happy, sing proud. That's all I got. You can start. Oh, come on, you can get more excited than that. Here's Sarah Peasall going to sing a nice song for you. It's called What Songs Were Sung.
Sweet son, and peace and love Son of God, as Scripture said, was virgin born in a tiny shed, while lowly shepherds stood hard by, and heavenly sound filled up the sky. Now let us stand uncovered all before this crash and lowly stall, where men and angels dignify God's gift, His Son in humility. We do not know, we cannot tell what songs were sung, or what starlight fell, or why the holy mystery stands for so many years and so many lands. We cannot tell, we do not know what songs were sung so long ago, when Mary birthed her own sweet Son, and peace and love became as one.
Well, folks, we have come to the final song of the program. Thank y'all so much for coming out here and letting us sing for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Have you enjoyed yourselves? My son-in-law, Evan Lamberth, is coming up here. Come on, get your mandolin here. Why don't you give me my guitar while you're doing it? Anyway, Evan plays every year in Acoustic Christmas, for those of you who are not aware. However, he just had my let me clear that up. I said Wednesday night that he just had my granddaughter, and I've had some repercussions from that. He did not have my granddaughter. My daughter did, but he has been out busy with that, so he could not participate this year. However, he is going to play this last song with us. It's a song called Red Checkered Shirt. And for those of you who have not been here before, it's your first time, this is kind of a Christmas song around here. I finished writing this song actually the night of the first Acoustic Christmas back in '05. Somebody stole my pick, thanks. It's a song about my grandmother in Arkansas who used to make our family flannel shirts around Christmas time. And I have this very vivid memory on Christmas mornings of receiving those flannel shirts being under the tree. And that's what this song is about. The people around here have kind of adopted my grandmother as their grandmother in a way, and I hope you will join in with us in the sentiment of the song. It does say Christmas in it, so it's kind of a Christmas song. But we're going to do that for you and wrap it up. When we are finished, all of the performers that you've seen here tonight, we're going to go back. Everybody look in that back corner, just so I know you've seen it. We're all going to go line up on that back wall, going out those double doors. We ask that you take the time to leave the building that way, go through the line, and tell all of these people personally, face to face, how you enjoyed their music. It means a lot to them, and it keeps me from having to pay them anything. When you come out the back doors back there, we'll be there to give you that little brown bag that you saw so delicately displayed earlier about how to do that. But come through the line, let us give you a big old Christmas hug, a brown bag of goodies, and let you know that we do care for you. We do this because we like people, and you're some of them. So thank you all again. When I finish this song, we're going to head on out, and Mark Carroll, the Minister of Education of this church, is going to take the stage and give you a final parting word or two, and we'll see you in the back. How about all my friends up here that played music for you this year? A one, two, three, four. Mama said, don't stick your finger in that chocolate pie. Don't you know that's for Christmas, son? Then she'd cut me a slice. And I can still hear Daddy say, you're gonna spoil it now. But she just smiled, keep on giving anyhow. Mama was my grandma on my mother's side. She took me in when her daughter died. She never had much money, but she sure knew how to care. And every Christmas morning, it would be there. A red checkered shirt, handmade with pride, cut from the flannel by an angel in my life. And though I never heard her say it much, I didn't need words. Proof of her love was in that red checkered shirt. Tucked away in the hills of Arkansas, down the road between Martin Box and Morning Star, Mama kept a simple house with a golden rule. Find the good in someone else, and they'll see the good in you. And every Sunday morning, Sunday eve, and Wednesday night, I could hear her praying. She was praying for my life. If I live to be 100, I don't think I'll ever know a feeling any better than after church, driving home in my red checkered shirt, handmade with pride, cut from the flannel by an angel in my life. And though I never heard her say it much, I didn't need words. Proof of her love was in that red checkered shirt. I could have wrote the words before she went away, but it's good to know she's resting now in a much better place. And if you get there before I do, would you do one thing for me? Tell her that you heard her song and what it meant to me. To wear my red checkered shirt, handmade with pride, cut from the flannel by an angel in my life. And though I never heard her say it much, I didn't need the words. Proof of her love was in that red checkered shirt. Though I never heard her say it much, I Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you very much. My friends and family. Thank you all very much. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you. We will see you in the back.
You can now say you have seen a rose between two thorns up here. Y'all need to put her in the middle.
We know better.
I don't think I've ever seen as many notes in one place. This is how we need to preach, Blaine. On behalf of Temple Baptist Church, thank y'all for being here. We love Jackson and what he does, and this has become a Christmas tradition for our family, and we love it. And I know you'll show them your appreciation. I don't know what Christmas is around your house, but around mine, from the time I was old enough to remember, it's about traditions. We had traditions as a child of putting icicles on the tree, of which I always got spanked because I didn't know how to throw them one at a time. I threw them in handfuls. We had traditions of my dad filming with a movie projector of one of the Super 8 movie cameras with a big bright light on it that blinded us all. We had traditions of listening to a Glenn Campbell Christmas album that I still get choked up listening to. But whatever the tradition is for you, it's a special time of year. And every time I think about the traditions and what they are and what they mean to all of us, I think about different things in my life. I think about how wonderful it is to have a wonderful church home and a wonderful bunch of people to love on you. But most of all, I think about the gift that we got that wonderful Christmas night. And I think back to the verse where the angels told the shepherds, "I bring you good news to all people." I don't know if you've noticed today, but we live in a pretty cruel world. And if we ever have needed good news, it's in times like these. And the good news is this: God loved you so much that He sent His Son on the first Christmas night. A beautiful Christmas gift for each of you. And that gift came wrapped in swaddling clothes, and they laid Him in a manger. They eventually put Him on a cross to die for you. But God loved you that much. And He's been trying to draw you in and give you the greatest present that you will ever get since then. And He's still doing that. Our youngest granddaughter the other night, at our time of reading the Bible at supper and talking about Christmas, said, "If I died tonight, would I go up there or would I go down there?" Later on that night, she crawled up in her mom's lap and said, "I want to accept Jesus as my Lord and Savior." We had a wonderful, incredible night of being able to rejoice with her. And I hope if you don't know Jesus as your Lord and Savior, that this Christmas be a time that you receive the greatest gift you've ever been given. If you don't know how to do that, grab one of these guys you've seen up here on this stage, grab me, whoever you need to take care of that. Make this Christmas the most incredible one you've ever had. Because all those gifts you got, I've still got one thing that I got as Christmas, got for Christmas as a kid, an old metal fire truck. But you know, it used to, when I'd run it across the carpet, the little spark up in the light would spark, and it's worn out, and the ladders are gone off of it. It's beat up and torn up. All those gifts we get at Christmas seem to fall by the wayside. But this one won't ever fall by the wayside. He'll stay beside you. He'll walk with you. He'll talk with you. He'll lift you up when you're down. and pick you up when you can't pick yourself up. Make this Christmas the most incredible one you've ever had. Take the gift of Jesus and put it in your life, and let Him be your Lord and Savior. Let's have a word of prayer. Father, I thank you so much that you loved us enough to send us the most incredible gift that we've ever received. And Father, I thank you that you love me that much. Father, no matter what I've done, where I've been, what has gone on in my life, that you love me perfectly and wholly. Father, I thank you that you loved me enough to send your Son, wrapped in a human form, fully God and fully man, to die on the cross for me. And Father, I thank you that you want to have a relationship with each of us. Father, doesn't mean we're perfect, doesn't mean that we don't do things that we shouldn't, but Father, it means that we trust in you and walk hand in hand with you each and every day of our lives. Father, help this Christmas to be a Christmas where we take the most incredible gesture of love that has ever been seen and receive that gift as our own. We love you. We thank you. We pray all these things in the precious name of Jesus. Amen.